Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brian from Whisper Status 74. Happy New Year. Hope everyone had a great New Year's Eve and looking forward to you all having a healthy and happy 2020. In order to kick off today's day, what's very important is if you're a college football fan or a fan at all of sports, January 1st, 2020, in 6 hours, 27 minutes, and 40 seconds, you'll be seeing the Sugar Bowl. And more importantly than that, it will be broadcast in 4K. We're going to go into a little bit of the details and the particulars, but quickly want to talk about why this is important. A lot of times when it comes to 4K content or content in general from a cable provider, from ESPN, is that it's in 720p or 1080i for most of us with cable. Unless you stream it from the app or ESPN Plus, it's tough for the majority of us as we're looking at an upscaled image. And sports is probably as important to many of you as gaming and just movie watching. I get a question all the time, how is the sports on your displays? More importantly though, without the content being broadcast in 4K, it's very difficult because you're relying on the upscaling of your display versus the actual content. And it's very exciting to see that this is going to be in 4K tonight. We're going to go into the story that talks about it. There are a couple different ways to view it. I don't have all the particulars on it. It'll be up to you where you live and what capabilities you have as far as your cable provider, whether you have satellite or Fios or fiber, will make all the difference. I'm going to be checking the app tonight as well as the ESPN Plus via a Fire Stick or Chromecast, I should say, to see how the quality is. What I'm looking from you guys is, as sports fans or just as content fans, if you could come back to this video and give me as much possible feedback as you can and what you thought about the Sugar Bowl and the 4K broadcast. I would need as much feedback as possible. How did it work for you? How easy was it to find? And what you thought of it as it being in native 4K versus an upscale. Now you can find this article by simply putting in Sugar Bowl 4K 2019. We'll read this together. The New Orleans, December 26, 2019. This is around the time the article was displayed, but it does matter for today. The 86th annual Sugar Bowl will be the first college football game to be broadcast in 4K, adding to a string of television firsts for the venerable annual bowl game in New Orleans. This year's All-State Sugar Bowl will be available in 4K as part of ESPN's multi-network presentation. The All-State Sugar Bowl, brought to you in 4K by Samsung QLED, will feature native 4K resolution and is available to fans who receive 4K service through Altice, formerly Optimum, Comcast, or DirecTV. 4K provides superior picture quality, is professional production and cinema standard, exactly, the stuff that we all know in terms of 4K. And it'll tell you what 4K means. Many of us know what that means. The Sugar Bowl has been part of many significant television firsts, including sponsoring the first live television program in New Orleans history, the 1953 Sugar Bowl. Becoming the first bowl televised coast to coast in color was in 1960. So what does this mean? It just very big news for many of us that want to see our sports in 4K. Now, chances are you will need the 4K service that's provided by either the fiber network that's not available in my area. I will try going on the app and looking at ESPN Plus. I believe it is free for those of you that have the 4K service in your area. We don't have it in my area in Connecticut, but I just want to bring this to your attention. And for those of you that watch it, I will do my best to watch it through the outlets that I have just described. I would love to know your feedback. What you think of the broadcast, what you think of the camera angles, how it's portrayed, and I would love to get your detailed feedback in the comments, as your perspective and your opinions are always so important to me. You can also check ESPN's site. This article is a few weeks old, but does detail the amount of work that goes into the innovations that ESPN is trying to accomplish here as far as multi-cameras, different ways to watch. You can see how it's produced, and we're going to go through a few of those right now. These will be available as well. As you look at the all-cam, captures the entire field at all times. 8 end-zone pylon cameras inside all 8 pylons to watch all those replays. Ref cam, cameras affixed to the bill of the ref's hat. First and 10, cameras at multiple angles of the first down line. These are the different ways that you'll be seeing it. You have the Command Center on ESPN2, the Film Room on ESPNU, the Skycast, which is on ESPN News. So you have all these different ways to watch. All 22, which is on the ESPN app. But as far as the 4K broadcast, that is something that, as we look here, Fiesta Bowls, get down to the actual game I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Same article. Rose Bowl game and Sugar Bowl game feature many of the same alternate presentations. ESPN's first 4K bowl telecast debuts for the Sugar Bowl. Command Center, ESPN2, Skycast, ESPN app, and all 22 will be on the ESPN app. Also will be available for the Rose Bowl game and Sugar Bowl, as ESPN provides multi-network presentations for both bowls. For the first time ever, the Sugar Bowl will be available in 4K as part of ESPN's multi-network presentation. We get down to 4K by Samsung QLED will feature native 4K resolution, is available to fans who receive 4K service through Altice, Comcast, or DirecTV. We already did that earlier. Part of a broader agreement between ESPN and Samsung, who serves as a production calibrator. That is Samsung. So this is exciting, and hopefully this will be something that we'll see more and more. But sports has always been a big seller of 4K displays and 1080p displays, HD in general. The challenge has always been getting through our cable boxes of 720p and 1080i. This will be very exciting. So I wish I had more particulars on how to specifically view it, but I would definitely download the ESPN app, which is free. Check that out. I don't believe you'll need ESPN Plus, but if you guys have, again, DirecTV and Altice and Comcast, if you have their 4K package, which isn't available here yet for me, please let me know what you think. Please try and watch this, as the more of us that watch this and the more feedback that we give ESPN and people that are the creators behind the scenes, the more push we'll see for native 4K content with sports, which is, again, one of the most popular formats that so many of us love. So please check that out. Sugar Bowl tonight. It's only about 6 hours away. And please come back to this video and let me know what you think. And how big a fan are you of football and college football and sports in general? And how big of that factor is on your purchases as far as displays? We talk a lot about upscaling on displays. And if you're going to watch a football game or any kind of sports off cable, upscaling is so important. And also for this video, please come back to it and let me know how you consume sports. Are you now using the ESPN app? Do you subscribe to ESPN Plus? I have gone through the app for ESPN Plus, which is what you'll see here. Sometimes it's buried, sometimes it's right on the homepage. There is a ton of content just on the free app, which, as you can see by me, is Optimum and Altice, or is now Altice. And then obviously going over to, or coming up to ESPN Plus, there is a lot of content here, live games, you know, you have soccer, all kinds of stuff. But let me know how you get your sports, how you consume it, and what you think of the ESPN Plus. And I love UFC and boxing, so it's a big help for me. But how will you be watching this game tonight? I will pay attention to it. I need to watch it to see what I think. Please let me know what you think. Even if you're not a football fan or sports fan, let's try and get together and see this in 4K, as it's only going to better all of us that love content and get cable to move towards 4K and see the best that our displays can see before we get into 8K and everything else. But thank you guys. Happy New Year. I hope you guys have a great day. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please watch the Sugar Bowl in 4K. I wish I had more specifics on how to exactly see it, but I'll be looking for a way to see it tonight. And for those of you that have those native 4K, whether it's DirecTV and the fiber networks, let me know in the comments what you think and how excited are you that ESPN is going this route in tandem or in cooperation with Samsung. And let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Enjoy the game tonight. Enjoy your day. Happy New Year. I will talk to you very, very soon. Take care.